It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Commanders making their way out. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Daniels. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. To the air, Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Daniels. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Touchdown! DJ Moore, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Robinson up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker. If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6. To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A give to Robinson on the option. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
3rd and 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Komet. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Williams going to look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw, Williams. That's complete right side to Komet. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Swift going to try up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Robinson's got it. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This ball is caught. He's got Debo. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
They'll look to throw again. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Back to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now, back foot throw there is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Bears offense and DJ Moore headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Play action. Now Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Throwing now is Daniels.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
In motion right, Debo.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air goes Daniels.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
To throw is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here is 3rd and 5. That is caught, and he's going to have a Commanders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
In the first half, it was the man from USC, Caleb Williams, who put on a solid performance. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw, Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
2nd and 10. Here's Daniels.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Deebo Samuel.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
To the air, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. There he goes again.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 74 yards.
And the Bears have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Williams going to throw for it.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Commanders' offense and Jayden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down and 8. Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Daniels.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Throwing is Williams. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Williams going to look to throw again.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Washington offense back out there.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Daniels looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
That pass caught by McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Running on first down, Eckler.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Got a man. It's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
To the air goes Daniels.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll tie things up now at 22. So it's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring him level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Here's Williams.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Bears on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They go play action. Daniels.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
They'll look to throw again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Samuel in motion. Here's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gay knocks this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. To the air, Williams. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
To throw, Williams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation,
That's true.
right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Now Daniels.
Steps away to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Daniels.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Bears down by 7, 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
Gets this to Moore.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. He's got his man. That's a Dunze.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.